Bonnie wrote. It's called Snow. And it's kind of like a dream or a vision, but I want to share it with you. And it goes like this. When I was in high school, my English teacher decided we should all go on a field trip to this little weird building really deep in the country. So off we went and ended up at this really long building with two doors. Door number 1 and door number 2. We could choose either door to go through and then write about our experience later. I went through door number 2 first. It's kind of like the old game show, Let's Make a Deal. Door number 1, 2, or 3, but no door 3 in this game. Anyways, I digress. Getting back to my story. Well, what I found was a raging blizzard with snowflakes being pummeled by a fierce wind. Those poor flakes looked so scared and angry. They could not land anywhere because of the wind, so they kept banging and crashing into everything. Sometimes the howling you heard is not the wind, but the snowflakes howling in pain and frustration, so I felt sorry for them. But there was absolutely nothing I could do to help them. I had enough of that. Time to check out door number 1. To my surprise, when I went through the door, I felt like I was floating. It was like all the snowflakes were happy to be falling. It was like they were whispering as they fell. There was absolutely no wind. So if you closed your eyes, you couldn't even know it was snowing. Silently, they fell, smiling all the way, landing softly and quietly on the ground, content with their lot in life. The snowflakes were whispering, if you listened very carefully. They were whispering how happy they were to be here, and that there was a nice big open space for them to land quietly upon, and about the type of snow they were in, not like the blizzard next door. Our teacher was calling us back now, but I wanted to stay. I knew I had to go back, but I promised the happy little snowflakes I would write a little something about them. And you just read it. Hope you enjoyed it. Bonnie. Well, it's an interesting little story about the dichotomy between the one door and the other, but about the peacefulness of the second door, or of the first door actually, and the quietness and the oneness that you felt in the floating, which of course has a lot of symbolism and similarities to what we would envision or understand as heaven. And so as we go from this place, may you be mindful of Bonnie's ongoing journey in life in the spiritual realm, and of her peace and the quietness she encounters as she is surrounded by God's presence and God's love. So go with peace, go with hope. Amen.